Hello again and welcome to the latest update from the Met Office. We're going to continue to see mild air in the south with rain at times during the next few days. Meanwhile, it stays cold in the north with the risk of disruptive snow in places. We've still got this battleground across the UK with cold air sitting firmly across the northern part of the UK. Mild air trying to push in from the southwest, and it will indeed succeed in bringing outbreaks of rain overnight into southwest England as well as much of Wales. But by the time we wake up on Tuesday, those outbreaks of rain are clashing with the cold air to give some snow over the higher parts of Northern Ireland, mainly the Antrim Hills, and 2 to 5 centimetres possible here, rain at lower levels. But more disruptive snow expected across northern England, north of Derbyshire, into southern Scotland. There could be some snow at lower levels, but the most disruptive snow is likely over the higher parts of this area, with perhaps as much as 10 centimetres widely over the hills and perhaps 20 centimetres over some of the higher routes, M74 for example. And into the afternoon, that snow continues across southern Scotland whilst it turns to rain for the South Pennines. Perhaps some freezing rain for a time to lead to some icy stretches. So certainly risk of disruption for northern England, southern Scotland during Tuesday. Meanwhile, further south, mild air, southwesterly winds, heavy showers falling onto saturated surfaces across southern parts of England and Wales. Northern Ireland seeing that rain later as well. 12 to 14 in the south, much colder further north. Actually, it's fairly bright in the north of Scotland there with some wintry showers, whilst it's cloudy with outbreaks of rain and hill snow elsewhere. We're going to see further bands of rain pushing into that cold air during Tuesday night. At risk of some flooding from the rainfall across the South Pennines during Tuesday night into the start of Wednesday, where the boundary shifts further north with rain and hill snow by this stage across much of Scotland and the far north of England. And further south, some heavy rain to start things off in the southeast during Wednesday. Some uncertainty on the position and timings of that, but it's out of the way by the afternoon. And then, once again, we've got those outbreaks of rain and hill snow to contend with during Wednesday across the far north of England, southern Scotland and central Scotland. 20 centimetres on some of the highest parts here, perhaps as much as 40 over the Grampians. Further wet weather into Northern Ireland, northwest England, as well as some showers elsewhere across much of England and Wales. But some decent bright spells, some sunshine there in the far south, also brighter in the far north, where it will be much colder. 4 degrees in the north, 9 to 10 further south. And it's about here that the boundary sits between the much colder air to the north and milder conditions further south. And that boundary is going to be oscillating across central parts of the UK during the rest of the week. Increasingly significant snowfall arriving into the northeast of Scotland towards the end of the week. And then into the weekend, that boundary between the cold air in the north and the mild air further south starts to sink its way southwards. So we'll be keeping you updated as always on social media. You can follow us updates on these channels, and you can of course head to the website and app to check the latest weather warnings. Bye bye.